In today's reptile room tour, I have some exciting news to share with you guys, so stick around. My name is Nick Pulaski. Growing up, I have always had a passion for wildlife, and with that passion, along with my passion of filmmaking, I get taken on some amazing adventures creating wildlife content, getting up close with a variety of incredible animals. So come follow along as I pursue my goals of educating, inspiring, exploring, and conserving wildlife, all while having fun, seeing the beauty in our natural world. Hey, what is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me here today. It really means the world to me. And as you can see, I'm also joined here today by my lesser clown, Yellow Belly and/or Gravel, and he is getting big. Let me tell you, I mean, look at him. I wanted to pull him out because he just shed out. He had a perfect shed here. It is really hot and humid in here today, that's for sure, so you may be seeing me sweat a little bit in here, but that just makes for great, perfect sheds for these guys. It's the perfect temperature and environment, really, for all these reptiles in here, so they are enjoying it and living it up this summertime. I mean, he is getting better and better with age, that is for sure. We got this guy from Brad Boa Reptile. Shout out to them. Thank you so much for them. This boy is looking incredible. We got him over at the NARBC Tinley Park show in March. Definitely check that video out if you haven't already. I'll leave links for you guys to check that out so you can see how much fun we had over there. But that's not what we're going to be talking about today. We are going to be talking about ball pythons, but we're not going to be talking about NARBC today. So before I announce what is the news, if you already saw the thumbnail, you know what it is obviously already. I have footage I want to share with you guys, but before we get to that footage, I wanted to share this footage with you guys of Mushu actually trying a quail egg for the first time. And it's just so cool to see him interacting with this quail egg because he knew right from the get-go what to do with this, because he knew exactly what it was, and that's just cool because he's never interacted or seen an egg before in his life, but he immediately went over it and he's just picked it up with his mouth, and then he started walking around with it a little bit, which was great because eventually it made a huge mess all over his substrate instead of just keeping it in the bowl like a normal proper lizard should. But regardless, I mean, what can you do at the end of the day? But it was just really cool to see him pick it up, play with it in his mouth, kind of get a feel for what it was, and then start cracking it slowly until the final moment where he finally splurted out all the yolk, and then he started slurping that up, and then he finally ate the eggshell in whole. And that was just really cool to see, and I wanted to give him that because it is great for nutritional value, that's for sure, and also too for enrichment. I really want to get these guys' minds going and problem solving and getting to the final solution, which in this case was the yolk, and having him enjoy a nice tasty treat, that's for sure. So it was just a really cool switch up from his normal meatball regime, and I had a kick out of watching him do it. So it's always fun watching him eat the meatballs, but now just watching him do that was really cool to see. He enjoyed it, I enjoyed it, it was a fun process for us all. So if you guys have monitors or tegu lizards, anything like that, definitely try quail eggs for those guys because they love them, that's for sure. Oh my gosh, you can probably already see my face just like shining right now. I am completely drenched in sweat. I've been working my butt off in here all day today. Otherwise though, everyone else is doing great. The tortoises, if you haven't checked already, definitely check my social medias out because I have been posting a whole bunch of my tortoise content there, and really enjoying posting these guys because they are so interactive, and I just really enjoy, like I was telling you guys, I'm on a tortoise hook. I'm really enjoying just watching these guys. I am always intrigued and following these guys around, and they are growing, that's for sure. But these guys have quite the appetites, let me tell you. I mean, these guys love to eat, and very photogenic as well too. So definitely check me out on my social media to see all my fun tortoise content along with all my reptile content because I love these tortoises to death. But let's start beating around the bush. Let's get to the big news. Like you saw in the thumbnail again, we got ball python eggs. Finally, it's that time of the year again. I'm so excited. This is around the exact same time we had them last year, and that's just kind of what happens. You breed them in the same time, they lay at the same time. So trying to keep a consistent pattern here going forward. That's what we're going to plan to go for here, and I'm just so excited. So I'm going to roll that footage right now so you guys can check that out, and I'll tune in back with you guys in a second. Here's the biggest announcement right here. I can't hold this any longer. I'm so excited right now. You guys have no idea. This is my favorite time of the year. So now you're going to see Mama kind of has a messy cage right now, and that's okay. That is normal. We are going to clean her up as well as show you guys what's going on here. Look at that. She is completely all wound up on some eggs right now. So she does this honeycomb thing, and normally ball pythons will do this when they're laying on a fat stack of eggs, just like her and what she's doing right now. So this is a really exciting moment. I love seeing these girls sitting like this because you know that they are sitting on a huge pile of eggs. And at her and the size that she was, if you follow me on my social media, you would see she was swollen up. She was ready to burst at any moment. So normally I start pairing, like I said, if you've seen my past videos, I start pairing around Thanksgiving time, and normally they start laying around this time. So I knew that any day now she was going to lay. So now is the time. I'm super excited. I've been waiting all day for this moment. So what do you say? Let's take her off of these eggs and see how many we have. Now this mama isn't a first time mama for me. She is one that has paired for me in the past. The past 2 times that I've bred her was to the exact same male. So this was to my pied male. For everything in this clutch, I'll show you some holdbacks from my last year that I got from this pairing. But everything from this clutch is going to be 100% double het albino pied. So really exciting. But they're going to be between black pastel double het albino pieds as well as normal double het albino pieds as well too. So we're going to have a cool mix here. She is the albino black pastel and my male was a pied male. So we are going to take her off the eggs right now. So she's normally a pretty sweet mama, but what we're going to do is we're just going to slowly, I know, you were doing so great, mama. But what we're going to do is we're going to slowly, because we don't want the eggs to move too much. She's super nice about this. I know it sucks. One day I want to maternally incubate some eggs, but not with this clutch. Now I did say I held back some from the prior clutch last year, and oh my gosh, yeah, she is definitely, I'm gonna kind of look at her as I go here. Just kind of checking her out right now so you can kind of see how concave she is right now. That is her completely out of eggs right now, so I just want to make sure that she is completely out of eggs right now. So we're going to double check her. You did so well, mama. Oh my gosh. But yeah, she looks completely drained. So normally what we're going to do is we're going to get her all situated in a new tub in a second here. We're going to clean her off. Clean this tub, obviously. It needs to be cleaned. And we're going to let her get back onto food, and normally they just get back onto food pretty quickly here. So we're going to get these eggs on a lid right here, and normally because of the embryonic fluid, these guys should just transfer pretty darn quickly. So I'm going to let mama do her thing here. I didn't plan too well here where I had an extra bin. We're going to count these guys. But how exciting is this, getting eggs? Oh my gosh. So you did so well, mama. Oh my gosh. They look so deflated after this. It takes a lot out of them, that's for sure. I mean, she probably hasn't eaten for a couple months now. They go off of food because how can you fit food inside you when you have all these eggs inside you? She was sitting uncomfy, but now she's able to move around. We'll get her all situated here in a second, but we need to count these eggs, and I'm going to show you these guys right here. But here we are. Look at all these amazing eggs right here. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Every time this happens, I mean, you don't take this for granted, that's for sure, and especially when you don't get what seems to be no slugs whatsoever. So she, out of her 3 clutches, has never laid a slug. So good job, mama. I'm so excited about this. I'm going to move these back a little bit so you guys can see. But now we have to get them all counted. I also set up an incubation box right here. My incubator's running. If you hear a low hum in the background, that's what that is. So what I do for mine is I do a 1-to-1 ratio of water to vermiculite, and I just kind of mix that around. You want to squeeze it so you're not getting any water out, but you want to make sure that it's just wet enough that it's going to hold the moisture and stuff like that. Some people put saran wrap over this. I'm going to probably try that this year because I've never done it before, but normally I just put a lid on this with a couple holes on each side, one on one in each side for breathability, but normally the lid isn't airtight anyway so they can breathe, and I'm normally good to go. So regardless, what I also may try to do is I may also put some egg crate down. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. I just normally put them in the substrate as well too. I've never had an issue either way. Some people say that you can risk your eggs molding that way, so this is always a safe thing to do, which is the light diffuser panel. It's great stuff, that's for sure. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. But we're going to check these eggs over right now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 eggs. So 8 eggs again. She had 8 last year and we have 8 again this year. So they all look perfect, which is great. And basically what we're going to do now is we're going to transfer these guys over into the egg box, but some of these are just not going to fit perfectly. You can keep them stuck together like this. I just want to keep a couple of these guys slowly. So I don't like peeling these guys necessarily. It makes me nervous. But if you do it slow enough and gentle enough, like I said, she just laid these last night, but they stick together rather quick. And the reason for that is so the embryo doesn't shift around too much and drown. So we're just going to do this very slowly here. Alright, so we took that one leg off, so that egg is all set and ready to go. These guys are all set and fine as is, so we have all these perfect healthy eggs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 perfect eggs right here from the albino black pastel to my pied male. So I'm going to candle these guys in a little bit, and I may try to capture that on video. It's so hard to capture that on video from what I remember last year. I don't think I have a strong enough light to show it on camera, but I can visually see where the embryo is. But I'm going to leave these guys be. I'm going to put them in the incubator, and in 57, 60 days we should see some heads pip out, so that's going to be really exciting. So how awesome was that? We have 8 perfect ball python eggs incubating right now, so it's great to turn that incubator back on. Everything's working great in there, and these babies are just days into the incubator right now. So we're just going to let these eggs incubate, and come day 57 we'll see what's going on. That's going to be at the end of July, and we'll just keep tuning in and seeing how they go and everything. So I'm just really stoked to have eggs again. It's super exciting. We didn't breed too much this year, but there were specific projects I wanted to work for, which was specifically anything with double het, which is the albino pied black pastel potential in these guys. So we have those guys incubating, and then hopefully we're going to get some pieds as well too this season. Those are the big things that I wanted to produce this year. And moving forward from these seasons on, I mean, we're going to have some real cool things down the work. So I have my mapped out plans of what I want to do, and we have some females that are getting up to size for this upcoming season. So don't want to get too ahead of myself. We literally have eggs incubating for this season, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. If you guys are breeders, let me know where you guys are at your terms of cycles. I know some people are hatching already, some people are just pulling eggs, some people are in the midst of both right now, which is awesome. So let me know what you guys are in the works for project-wise. I love to hear your guys' work as well too. It's just a really exciting time of year. So just really excited, really thankful, really grateful for everything. And like I said, I am literally a puddle of sweat right now. There is so much to work to do here on a weekly, daily basis. It's unreal. And we're just changing things up in here for the future of this room. The room is going to change. I keep saying that, I know, but now we have some plans fully in the works. So June is going to be a crazy, crazy month, that's for sure. If all goes well, we're going to have some revamps going in here. We're going to have some change-ups in here. And this room may look a little bit different right now. I don't like having all this bare space behind me. I like how other people do it, where you can see the animals in the background and everything. And I feel like my setup is just not to that kind of par, and I really want it to be something like that. So hopefully something like that will be in the works right now. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. But at the end of the day, all I want is these animals to be healthy, happy, and everything to be logistically in a right spot at the end of the day. So we're going to do the best we can to accommodate everyone's needs here, and work with what we got here at the end of the day too. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed those announcements. If you did, let me know down in the comments below. Like I said, I would love to hear what you guys are doing too at this part of the season as well, so leave those comments down below. That's the video, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. I hope that news was exciting for you guys. If you guys could do me a couple favors, if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it, as well as hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. Thank you guys again for watching. You guys mean the world to me. I am so grateful for each and every one of you, and until next time, we will see you guys soon.